Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
I'd like to know someone who's known months without sun. I'd like to know someone who's learned how to sleep when the night's still bright. I'd like to know someone who comes from the mountains like a wall against my ways. I'd like to know someone who knows the quiet time after the song is sung. 'Cause I'm quick to love, quicker to tire. I'm looking for a slower burn, a better kind of fire. I'd like to know someone with music in their lungs. I'd like to know someone who lets stuff off the hook, throw back the little ones. 'Cause I'm quick to love, quick as tire. I'm looking for a slower burn, a better kind of fire. And when you're not afraid to stay, afraid of morning. And when you're not afraid to say, I'll never be afraid to listen. I'd like to know someone who knows I came undone. I'd like to know someone who knows deep where they come from. 'Cause I've been quick to love, quick and tired. I'm looking for a slower burn, a better kind of fire. 'Cause I'm quick to love, quick and tired. I'm looking for a slower burn, a better kind
All right, all right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest, hailing from the great state of Massachusetts, a Red House Records recording artist, Meg Hutchinson. Welcome to the show, Meg.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Nice to hear you in person. You've won just about every songwriting contest I've heard of.
I've been lucky. I've been lucky. I've really enjoyed traveling around and going to the Kerrville Folk Festival, Rocky Mountain Folks Fest, and Telluride, and getting to Merle Fest and Falcon Ridge, getting a chance to see so many of my favorite artists perform and get a chance to be up on that main stage, and it's quite a thrill. It's been very fun.
Cool. So what got you started in songwriting?
You know, it was never a decision. It was more as if songwriting kind of picked me and said, "This is what you need to do," and I just had to obey orders. I grew up around a lot of writers, and I think in my family, words were the currency. Poetry was highly valued, and as a result, I think I listened closely to the songwriters who really cared about words, and people like Greg Brown. And so it's a huge honor to be on Greg Brown's label, Red House.
Great. Why don't you give us another tune?
This is called Everything Familiar. Never knew the birds fly this low. Guess I've never been up this early. You know I'd sleep if I could, but I do. I only dream of fleeing war-torn countries. Oh, it's the same road. Takes me to you, takes me away. Oh, and takes me back. Oh, and takes me back to you. Remembering the carnival in the rain, the fireworks poured down anyway. The taste of sorrow on my tongue, so much sulfur, so much of mud in these lungs. Oh, it's the same road. Takes me to you, takes me away. Oh, and takes me back. Oh, and takes me back to you. Everything familiar, everything, everything new. Everything familiar, everything, everything new. Everything new. The water lay in the second sky. We had only one choice left after such a long climb. Was as if we'd always been there, living on wild fruit and mountain air. Oh, it's the same road. Takes me to you, takes me away. Oh, and takes me back. Oh, and takes me back to you. Everything familiar, everything, everything. what you love. And look how far, look how far, look how far I'll go. Everything familiar, everything, everything new, everything familiar, everything, everything new, everything familiar, everything, everything new, everything new. Thank you.
Do you write from an autobiographical view, or do you inhabit a character that you create?
Well, I think we have to write what we know. So we write what's most familiar to us, and I feel like my job really is similar to a photographer in ways, where I feel like I go out and I'm especially inspired by the natural world, and I feel like I go out and take my dog out on a hike every day and take these mental pictures of things that really strike me, and come home and develop those images, and then figure out how they resonate and actually what they're metaphors for in my life. So it's almost going out and finding things around me and then coming back and making them personal. But on this record, I think, on this new record, I'm moving both between very, very personal stories and writing about other people for the first time, as I did in Song for Jeffrey Lucy on the record.
You want to do that one?
I would love to. That would be a perfect lead-in, but I'm actually in a different tuning for that. So this is actually, the next song is called Seeing Stars, and this, for me, is a perfect example of a song that was inspired while out in the woods and just being struck by the beauty of the natural world. Bugs out on the water make it look like rain. Leaves on every tree once again turning. Summer's past, but it's never far. If you look real close, you might see scars with me. Yeah, me, I'm only seeing stars. Evening light on a gravel path. I could be scared, but I've had enough of that. Oh, big old moon rising up. Even in this light, you might see scars with me. Yeah, me, I'm only seeing stars. They take everything and you got nothing left. A deer in the headlights in your hospital bed, just dreaming of a simple life, a gentleman, a solid night. Me and the dog down at the reservoir. If you look real close, you might see scars on me. Yeah, me, I'm only seeing stars. Seems all your songs are about leaving. Seems both your hands are about now. Geese up in the sky, home through the dark. If you look real close, you might see scars with me. Yeah, me, I'm only seeing stars. Yeah, me, I'm only seeing stars.
great. I really like that one.
Thank you.
We should tell folks how they can get more information about your touring schedule and your recordings. They can go to info@meghutchinson.com.
Or they can go right to the website, which is just meghutchinson.com. And yeah, all the show listings will be there, and various other writings. Sometimes I put poems up there, and we try to keep it interesting on the site.
Cool. What else would you like to play for us?
Well, I'm gonna play a newer one. This is called "Travel In, Travel Deep." Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, a patchwork of fields, a flock of white birds tossed into the sky. I live in corners of the night, checking in and checking out, and then I fly. Days stacked up on days, thunder in the winter, lightning flashing through the falling snow. I sleep a shallow sleep, and in a dream a little boy runs towards the checkpoint with a white flag in his hand. Can I thread my coat to yours, and can we turn and turn and turn? Can I stitch your sadness to the wind and let it go? Will you build a little cabin on your little piece of land? Will you curve your body against mine and let it rest? I learned the oneness of alone. I learned to call this motion home. Travel in, travel deep. Travel in, travel deep. States stacked up on states, all pressed against the highway. Whole country working hard to look the same. They call it an illness, that miracle spring, when I leapt out of my flesh and became one with everything. Can I thread my coat to yours, and can we turn and turn and turn? Can I stitch your sadness to the wind and let it go? Will you build a little cabin on your little piece of land? Will you curve your body against mine and let it rest? I learned the oneness of alone. I learned to call this motion home. Travel in, travel deep. Travel in, travel deep. Travel in, travel deep.
Nice. We've got time for about 2 more songs,
Okay.
just to let you know where we are. So what would you like to play?
Well, I think I'll play you the title track of the record. The record's called Come Up Full, and was inspired by time up in Maine watching the lobster fishermen through high-powered binoculars, very voyeuristically. And I was struck in my weeks up there in the harbor. I was struck by how much of the time they pull up traps with nothing they can keep. and yet they wake up every morning and they go out and they do their work in all kinds of weather, and so many of these fishermen were obviously had been doing it for many years, and so I liked that idea of showing up for work, no matter what the weather is, whether or not you pull up a good catch, and realizing that maybe just when you're about to give up, you might pull up just exactly what you need. So this has come up full. Stars, you bring me words when I need them, and none when I don't, none when I don't. See heather and see glass down the winding road to lighthouse, and the bells on the buoys ring and ring, ring across the harbor in the morning through our windows at night. So go, drag your boat to the water. Those nets are gonna come up full, yeah. Salt on our skin, wind in our hair, sun on our shoulders, everywhere. And the humming, humming, humming of the men in the morning checking their cash. So go, drag your boat to the water. Just when you swear it off, those nets are gonna come up full. They're gonna come up full. Those nets are gonna come up full. At night the fire replaces the sun, just as one good dream's replaced by another one. Dark, all the little pebbles gone from my heart. I'll keep the red on my right, the green, the green, the green on my left this evening, just as you said. So go, drag your boats to the water. They're gonna come up full. They're gonna come up full. Those nets are gonna come up full. They're gonna come up full. Those nets are gonna come up full.
Great one. Well, we just have time to thank you for being our guest on Horses Sing None of It, and let people know that they can get more information about you at www.meghutchinson.com for your touring information and your recordings. And if you want to play one more song, we'll just get the beginning of it.
I'd love to. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be on this show.
We're pleased to have you.
Back to silence. If there's crowd enough, turns back to solitude. If there's pain enough, turns to something, something almost bright. Something almost bright. I've been wanting to tell you the way that the plane circling down across the water looked like a string of falling lights. If there's time enough, there's no such thing as an hour. If there's love enough, the rest of this won't